Hey guys, what's going on? Hoping just that you guys are doing well and having a productive day. It's your girl here, Anastasia, and the ones and twos, season 4. These past couple of hours have been a real type of vibe. I want to come with you with this get ready, and I'm going to actually be talking. I used to do this back in, a couple years ago when I just used to just sit down to my makeup and talk to you guys, but today is a little bit more different. I'll give you guys a little bit of rundown. So, about 3:15 a.m. this morning, I probably fell asleep like probably 45 minutes before this even occurred, and I got up with the alarm bells ringing. Now, initially I thought, because I was cooking and stuff like that late last night, I thought that I probably left something on the fire. So when I woke up and I realized that I'm smelling smoke, whatever, frantic. Now this time, I don't have on no clothes, no nothing, no wig, no nothing, just regular old Digolo. Last night, I don't know what happened, but I took off my blonde, my burgundy hair last night. And yeah, I just didn't want it on because it was so hot. Anyways, got up, I ran to the kitchen right over here, and I looked on the stove. There's nothing on the stove. The stove is not on, but the alarm is going off. In here is smoky. I don't know. I ran out to the balcony, and because where my living room door, well, my entrance is right in this hallway here, there was a lot of smoke coming in. So I didn't know if the fire was outside or if it was in the corridor or something. I rushed outside, and the people told me that I can use the front entrance to come out. And there were people like from the building, stuff like that, outside. There was smoke coming. I will insert a video of it. There was smoke coming down from the back of my entrance, and I, for a second, like, didn't know what to do. I was scrambling to pick up my phone, and I was like, what else do I need to pick up just in case, you know? I didn't even worry about my stuff with my permanent residence and stuff like that. I didn't even worry about those kind of stuff. I was just grabbing my 2 phones, and in the midst of that, I went out on the balcony. There were fire trucks coming, and they were, doing what they needed to do. I don't know how bad it was last night. Obviously, it wasn't too bad to the point of, oh my god, the whole building is burning down. I think it was only in that particular unit. But the smoke was really, 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 really bad in the unit. So I decided to stay on the balcony, and I will insert the clip as you will see. I decided to stay on the balcony, and just wait for further instructions or whatever, because I don't know if the fire is at the bottom, at the top, whatever the case may be. And there's only one person in this building that I do talk to. My opposite neighbors, they're Africans, and I have encountered them once or twice, but I don't even know how much people live there and all that type of stuff. So they were outside, and they were like, oh, you need to come down from the front. And I was like, there's so much smoke. So I didn't want to, like, take the risk to do that because I didn't know what was going on. So I ended up coming back inside. And here was smoky to the point that I started coughing. That's how bad it was. And I was like freaking out, and I was like to myself, who am I going to call? Just in case something's supposed to happen. But then looking at the people downstairs, I realized that it probably is not going to be that bad. And I start, you know, thinking rationally and just say, you know what, let me just hold out. I didn't want to call my sisters. I didn't want to call my mom. I didn't want to call my friends in Edmonton. Because number one, I was thinking about, okay, people might be sleeping. I might be overreacting, stuff like that. So I had the phone in my hand and I was to myself like, who should I call? Who should I call? Who should I call? Who should I call? And at that point in time, I couldn't call anyone because being the person that I am, I'm thinking about they're probably in their bed, they might overreacting, and I'm just like losing it because I don't know who to call. And even if I call my mom or my sisters that live in the States or my friends in Toronto, like they can't do anything at this point. And I'm just there, and it was an experience. I will say that much. I'm shaken by it because something like this happened to me when I was in Toronto, and it was one of the most scariest situations. But the good thing about that, I was with my friend Akita, and we did the damn thing. We had to run out in the smoke, stuff like that. The good thing is the apartment that was on fire was on the first floor. I'm on the third floor. So that's a good thing, you know? But the effects of the smoke and stuff like that was still, you know, really, really, really bad. But in that moment, as I said, like I just didn't know who to call and how to go about doing that. And it scared me. It scared me, it scared me, it scared me. Because I could have been in this building and died, you know? And that is something that was very, very dramatic or traumatic for me. And it's just a reminder to just live life and do the best that you can, and just know that every day can definitely be your last. Love the ones that love you guys. Love the ones that love you. And let them know that you love them when you're here, because this life that we're living in, anything can go wrong. And I'm rambling with a lot of emotions because this one definitely hits home for me, and it just feels so different. So different, and I don't know how to kind of process it right now. I don't know how to process it. And I looked at everything that I have, all of my products, my camera, my lights, everything for Lash Me Bead, like everything that I own right now is in this apartment. And I moved to Toronto over a year ago, so I had to come with a lot of stuff. And I have to give away a lot of stuff. And I'm saying to myself, if this building's supposed to burn down tonight or this morning, and I lose everything, how am I going to bounce back? What am I going to do? All of that. And in the moment I was blank, but I was so present because I really wanted to know, you know, what was going on. The firefighters, they didn't really talk much to us or to the people that was downstairs until it was all over and stuff like that. And they didn't even say much. All they said that you can go into your apartments now and stuff like that. It was pretty, not cold, but there was a lot of people outside, you know, in their sleeping attire, stuff like that. Initially, I think I went outside. I'm not going to lie to you. I think I went outside with only my top on, no bottoms at all, like naked. And then I catch myself and I went back inside and I put on my pajama pants because I was still trying to figure out what was going on. If it's not my apartment that is burning and there's so much smoke in my apartment, like where is it and all that other stuff. It was really, really crazy. Today I am off from work and I'm going to get my nails done because after this traumatic situation, I just feel that I need to do something that's gonna make me a little bit more happy. Because right now, I'm really going through it. And I have been going through it for the past couple of months. Not gonna lie. It's been really tough for me. Lost relationships, lost friendships. It's been a lot. Lost clients. Like, it's been a lot. Me moving to Alberta was honestly one of the best decisions I've made corporately, like working for somebody else, you know? But for business and my business, it wasn't the best move to make. Now, looking back at it, but I'm so grateful for the opportunity that I got and where I am, you know, and what I've been doing. But overall, my business suffered, you know, and that's just me being 100% honest with you guys. Lash Me Beat really suffered for the last years. Like, I had, you know, one or two golden moments, but majority of the situations, they just didn't work the way that I wanted to. So it's really, really crazy, and I can't even focus on my business the way that I want to focus on my business because there's so much other things that is going on, you know. My vehicle, as you guys know, I had to sell it to the wreck people because the engine had just stopped working. And I pushed so much money into it to get it to work, and it technically only worked for 3 weeks on the road, and it took a long time. I bought this vehicle in the 2nd of October last year, and I think I only started driving it late January, February, somewhere like that. And it was just crazy. So I've been getting a lot of L's lately. I'm just taking down. looks like scalp. And you guys know that I have my red hair under here, so but I'm alive. I am here to see another day, and this might just be something that is like, okay, it's not, you know, nothing to tell your friends about, you know, but it was just a traumatic experience for me. And for the fact of me talking about it the way I'm talking about it now, I just needed an outlet to kind of just talk about it, because as it stands now, I haven't spoken to anybody in depth about what is going on, you know. If you're on my Instagram, my personal Instagram, you would have seen the clip and stuff like that. But if you're not, and that only a few people, you know, mentioned or messaged me to make sure that I'm doing okay. And that's okay, you know. I didn't do it in a way to like get people's response or whatever. At that moment, I just didn't know what was going on, and my first instinct is just to, you know, record it and put it on my story, just in case something crazy is supposed to happen. Then there was just like, you know, some kind of evidence or something like that. I don't know. I just did it with a spur of the moment type of vibe, and I really didn't think too much about it. And on days like this, or when I'm just going to do natural errands or stuff like that, I just do a normal beat like you see. And it doesn't take me that long to do this. It's just that I was talking to you guys. You know, this is a little different than the video that I actually wanted to do today, but it's okay. I was really going to do something, probably special effects, something that's out of the box, but I can't seem to focus right now to even do anything of that magnitude right now. But I really want to kind of change up the content a little bit and give you guys a little bit more range. I will definitely put in a clip of me at the nail salon, or me walk, because I'm gonna walk. It's not that far. The sun is out, so I'm definitely gonna walk, because I really just need to walk actually and clear my head, you know. It has been an interesting year and couple of months. I don't know what the future holds for me and where I'm gonna go business-wise and what I'm gonna do. And weirdly enough, I have never been this type of person in all the years that I've been on this earth to not really know what's next, because I'm the person to think ahead and always kind of map out my vision. And for this time, there's so much happening around me, you know, so much people that I trust, you know, and it's just so much going on, you know. And as the one in your friend group that is the strongest, or considered the strongest, that went through a lot and that can give intel on life and stuff like that, when you are held to such a level. Sometimes you don't want to disappoint the people who are looking up to you and stuff like that, because in my life I've taken a lot of risks, a lot of things that people might say, oh my god, second guess. Like, I came here, I moved here, I came here on like, what it was, September 2021 for my friend's birthday weekend, and I went back home and decided that I'm going to come back and live, and I had to do that within a month. So I quickly did all of this and then came here, and yeah, this is what it is. You know, a lot of people wouldn't just pick up and do things the way that I do, but sometimes I just believe in doing what you feel is right, you know? And whether or not it fails, crash or burn, at the end of the day, you can walk away and say you have done it, you know? And that's a motto that I live by. You know, nothing is too hard for me to do, and I'm gonna do it. If I fail, I fail, but I know I gave it my best shot, you know? Relationship has crumbled, but in all, I gave it my best shot. And when it comes to a point where you're just not happy within yourself, happy with what is going on, it's a hard pill to swallow. And I've been pulled in so much directions that it's just hard for me, really, really hard for me to kind of bounce back and be the great person that I know that I can be. But this has been extremely long rant, because I'm not going to be editing this or anything. I'm just going to put it up very, very raw and uncut. I really like this look, like this natural look. I'm always one for a natural look. I love me some wigs and weaves and stuff like that, but I live, when I tell you I live for a natural look. I really, really do. So yeah, until next time, remember, I beat and I beat for the gods. Bye. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell to be notified. And until next time,